Okay, please come sitting up straight. Let's go into a meditative space. We're holding a lot of sadness in our community as South African. The intensity in South Africa begins to crank up with the COVID and illness. The numbers are skyrocketing, actually. We don't really know how many people are ill because the testing figures are not accurate. And many of us have experienced death. So let's just hold that space in our hearts. The space of fear as everybody faces this very intense vibration everywhere we go, with every thought, with every action. Same in LA. Thank you, Denise. So things are really hotting up, really intensifying everywhere. As you breathe, create space in your body. Let the breath bring the space in. And along with the space, let the breath bring your awareness. Awareness of the fear, awareness of anxiety, of grief. So sit with a straight spine, chin parallel to the ground, and let that breath lift you up as you breathe, feeling the buoyancy in your body as the breath fills the base of the lungs, expanding your rib cage out sideways, and lifting your heart center as the breath comes up into the top part of your lungs. Deep and slow, powerful breathing, bringing us all into a space together as we connect through the breath. As we connect from wherever we are, imagining this big circle of people across the earth, very, very spread out, but all connecting through the breath and through the heart. We're connecting this evening through this common theme of fear. What's going to happen? What does the future hold? Will we survive? Will those we love survive? So as the breath comes in, just allow this intensity to manifest in your body as a physical feeling. Don't shy away from it. Just give it permission, give it space with your breath. Open space around your heart. Open space right down towards the very base of the lungs. Feeling how the diaphragm pushes against the internal organs, creating more space. So for those who are unfamiliar with the tune-in, we chant Ong Namo Gurudev Namo 3 times to bring us into a communal space with each other and to open up the space with the infinite energy, infinite awareness and consciousness between us, inside us, beyond us. And then we chant Ad Gure Name, Jugad Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siri Gurudeve Name, to surround ourselves with protective energy. So let's bring the hands together in prayer mudra to prepare for Adi Mantra. Adi meaning primal, something that we all share. This consciousness that links us together. Take a deep breath in and exhale. And again, inhale deep and exhale. Straightening the spine, rolling the eyes up, looking at the third eye, pulling a light neck lock, a light mulbant, base of the spine, anal, genital, navel muscles, and raising the heart center. Let's inhale to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Sadguru Name, Gadguru Name, Sadguru Name, Sri Gurudeve Name, Adguru Name, Jugadguru Name, Sadguru Name, Sri Gurudeve Name, Adguru Name, Jugadguru Name, Sadguru Name, Sri Gurudeve Name. Inhale deep. Contain the sound current within. Straight spine, pulling root lock, creating a powerful lock that contains the whole of the internal passage, the divine sound current in that internal passage along the spine. Exhale when you need to. Let's inhale one more time, deeply, and hold. And pull root lock and contain that sound. Listen to the sound. Listen to the memory of the sound, the echo that you've created in the universe with your voice as you hold the breath. And exhale. We're going to go straight into okay, this is what the mudra looks like. Your fingers are facing forwards. Your thumb faces your chest. So it looks like this. And you're pressing the fingertips together so that your fingers join up until the first joint. So it's not like this, it's like this. And you have a fair amount of pressure in the mudra. Holding it in front of your heart center, your thumbs pointing towards the heart, like that. Your eyes on the tip of your nose. 9/10 closed, so 1/10 open. You can just see a sliver of light and the very tip of your nose. You're going to inhale deeply through the nose and exhale through a rounded mouth. 8 segments. So inhaling through the nose. And every time you breathe out in a segment, you pull the navel point in sharply. Remember to keep the eyes on the tip of the nose, 9/10 closed. And activate the navel point with every exhale, every segment. Keep the pressure up between the fingers so that the fingers are connected from the tips up to the first joint, including the thumb. And the thumb faces your chest, the other 4 fingers face away. Last few seconds. So complete one more cycle of the breath. And inhale deep through the nose and hold the breath and tighten the mudra. So put more pressure between the fingers on the mudra and pull root lock and squeeze. And hold. And exhale. And put your hands on your knees and close your eyes. And allow yourself to experience that feeling of anxiety that exists globally at the moment, that feeling of uncertainty, feeling of not having any certainty anywhere. Just allow yourself to go there. You don't have to go all the way in. If it's too intense for now, then just stay on the edges of it. But give it permission to be there. And experience it as a physical sensation. Create space for that feeling of uncertainty and the anxiety, very natural anxiety that comes with uncertainty. Give it permission and create space for it in your body. Don't turn away from it. Don't listen to the mind. Stay with the body. And be present with a loving kindness to that intensity of feeling. Like there's one part of you feeling and another part of you watching. Very close by. With great compassion. Right, we're going to do another pranayama. Maintaining that sense, that very internal, spacious sense of allowing. You're going to take the hands out at about a 120-degree angle. So if this is parallel, you're going to take it out about 30 degrees each side, away from each other. And bring all 5 fingertips together. So thumb and 4 fingers, bring them together to create this little mudra, facing upwards. Your eyes are closed, looking up at the third eye. So rolling the eyes up, straightening the spine. Take a deep breath in. Exhale all the way out. Keep the breath out, so your lungs are empty, and vibrate sa, ta, na, ma, 16 times. So actually 4 times, sorry. Sa, ta, na, ma, 16 separate beats. So your breath is held out and you're pulsing sa, ta, na, ma out into the universe from the third eye on empty lungs. And as soon as you've finished pulsing your 16 counts, 4 repetitions of Satanama, you will inhale again and exhale immediately. Hold the breath out and again repeat the mantra Satanama 4 times with your breath held out. You're on the clock, so just continue wherever you are, continue doing it. Your elbows are tucked into your rib cage, so the arms are relaxed. The forearms are parallel to the ground. Maintain the focus of the eyes at the third eye and pulse the mantra Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. The hands are just brought together. Fingertips together, and your hands are at a 120-degree angle to each other. So they're out to the side, about a 30-degree angle from straight. Left to the left side, right to the right side. You're creating a little emergency situation in the body with your breath held out. Create the capacity in you to remain calm, even with the emergency, with your body saying, breathe, breathe, I need air. Train yourself to remain calm until you finish the mantra. Use the mantra to help you to stay calm. Focus on the sound and projecting it out into the universe from the third eye. Practice staying calm, spacious, expanded. You're putting a lot of pressure on the glandular system and training the glands to secrete in a steady, rhythmic way, rather than under fight or flight or freeze. You might need to do your satanama quickly because you struggle to hold your breath out for long. That's okay. Find your own rhythm. As you find yourself becoming accustomed to the meditation, try to extend the time that you're holding the breath out for. Put pressure on the glands. And make this your last breath cycle. And when you've completed that breath cycle, inhale deep and hold the breath in. And again, put pressure on your glandular system by pulling root lock, pulling neck lock, open up the heart space. And exhale. Relax the mantra, the mudra. Relax the breathing. And go back, for a very short space of time, go back to that feeling of uncertainty, that feeling of anxiety around what faces us. Just go back to where it is. What is the shape of it? What is the texture? What information can you glean from that space in your body? And give it permission. Don't move away from it. Stay with it. We're going to try and stay in this space for the whole Kriya. We're going to do a Kriya that's going to put a lot of pressure on the glandular system. I'm going to show you I'll demonstrate the posture. So you can come into chair pose. Your hands behind your feet, if you can. Lift your head up and begin breath of fire. You're pumping the navel, 3 fingers below the belly button. Identify that point and pump it in and out as you breathe. As you breathe out, you pull that point in. And maintain this position. Look up. Try to get the back as flat as you can. Keep your head up, keep your back flat, keep your bum raised. The bum doesn't go towards the floor. Keep your hands are behind your heels. If you can get them there. Otherwise, just put them on top of your feet or next to your feet on the side. So let me demonstrate again. Great. Okay, so feet are a little wider than hip width apart. Your hands between your legs, your hands behind your heels. If you can get them there. Raise the bum, raise the head, breath of fire. If you can't get your hands behind your feet, although most people will be able to do that. If you can't, you can put your hands next to your feet and it's actually more difficult that way. The main thing is to keep your back flat. Yes, good. Get your feet further apart. Oots, I don't know who that is. Get your feet wider, that's it. Even more, more. There you go. And pump the navel. Get your bum as high as your head. So lift your bum so that it's at the same level as your head, as much as possible. Aim for that. And then pump the navel. It's just a little quick, intense warm-up because we're going to do a Kriya for the navel, which puts an enormous amount of pressure again on the glandular system. So keep the breath of fire going, pumping the navel, raise the butt up. So you've got to kind of get your legs as wide open as you can so that your bum can come up to the same level as your head with bent knees. It's going to put pressure on you, so just experience that pressure. It's going to put pressure on your glandular system. Thirty more seconds. Last 10 seconds of breath of fire in that position. Inhale deep and hold and squeeze. And exhale and relax. Shake your legs out, shake your body, release it in whatever way you need to, and immediately come onto your knees. Once you've released the pressure in the body, come onto your knees so that you're in rock pose. So come into baby pose, but lift your head. So it's baby pose, but the head is lifted off the floor, stretching forward, and breath of fire. You'll feel an enormous amount of pressure just behind the heart. Breath of fire. Those who are menstruating, you'll just do long, deep breathing. We don't put that much pressure on the glandular system when we are menstruating. So it's rock pose with head raised and breath of fire. Breathing out and pulling the navel point in towards the spine. So you get a lot of intensity building up around the navel point. We're just doing this for 1 minute, so make it really intense. Powerful breath of fire or long deep breathing, but keep that pressure behind the heart. Stretching from the base of the spine right up through the top of the head. Lift your head. You need to be able to see in front of you. If I was standing in front of you, you would be trying to look up at my face, but staying down in baby pose. Stay down. So your chest is touching your knees. Good. Good. Last 20 seconds. Reap the benefit of the last few seconds, pumping and stretching, pressurizing the whole endocrine system. Inhale deep, hold it, pull root lock, and exhale and relax. Go into baby pose and relax for a few seconds. Now, from baby pose, please stretch yourself along the floor so that you're flat on your stomach. And lying on your stomach, you're going to place your fists under your hips. So you'll put your fists under this, where your legs join the torso. Put your fists there, chin on the ground, put your chin flat on the ground, and raise the legs. Keep the heels together. Keep the knees together. Raise the legs as high off the floor as you can. Keep them straight. And long, deep breathing. Your chin is on the ground. Lift. Use the muscles in your back. And raise those legs up as high as you can. Try to get the knees off the floor. Keep the legs straight as you raise them, straight as you can. Long, deep, slow breathing. You'll find a little hollow just where your legs meet your torso. Put your fists in that place. so that they are snug. And they give you a little lift. Keep your feet together and breathe. And feel the pressure that you're creating in your body. You're raising the element of fire. We fight fire with fire. We raise the level of prana in the body and the agni, the heat in the digestive system, so that we can digest the anxiety, the fear that we face, the uncertainty, the internal collapse that happens. Stay strong. Use your breath and use your muscles to put pressure on the body so you train yourself to stay firm in the face of stress. Last minute. Keep it up. Call on the reserves of energy in your body to give you strength. Strength comes from strength, so we need to use strength to build strength. Last few seconds. And inhale deep and hold them up. Pull root lock so that you just consolidate. Last second. And exhale. Relax and rest for a few seconds. Take a few deep breaths. Just resting your body. You can push yourself back into pose of the child. Just to stretch out your lower back. And take a few deep breaths while you're there. Inhale deep in baby pose. And as you exhale, come up slowly. Sitting on your heels, facing forward. Take your fingers and put them in that same mudra where you bring all the fingertips together. So you create a closed lotus. And put those two hands, fingertips of both hands, into the navel point. So 3 fingers below your belly button. Push that mudra into the navel point. Lean forward. Put your head on the ground, all the way down, and begin breath of fire. Exactly where your fingertips are pushing into your navel, pump that point forwards and backwards. Push your fingertips into the navel point, both hands. Push as hard as you can, lean forward so that you feel a lot of pressure on that point. Put your head on the ground and begin breath of fire. Again, if you're menstruating, you're not going to push very hard and you're not going to pump the navel. You will be doing long, deep breathing instead. Exactly where the fingertips are pressurizing, that is the point that needs to be pumping as you do breath of fire. It's not comfortable. Don't expect to be comfortable. Just be uncomfortable for the 3 minutes of breath of fire. You're building the capacity to stay with it no matter how uncomfortable it is. So if you find yourself wanting to shift and move to make it more comfortable, don't. Just stay with it. Keep it up. Feel the intensity building around the navel. Allow yourself to experience what is there, what is building as you do this asana. Observe the emotions and the sensations. Inhale deep, exhale completely, and apply mulbant on empty lungs and hold for as long as you can. Anal, genital, navel muscles, squeeze them, hold them, and hold your breath out. Don't strain. Inhale when you need to. And when you've inhaled, relax the position. Relax your body, stretch it, move it, however it needs to and is asking to be moved. We're going to go back into that posture. So just take advantage of this brief little period of being able to move however you want to. And take a deep breath in. Exhale. We're going to do the same posture, the same mudra. That's pressing the same place. 3 fingers below your belly button. I'm going to demonstrate it again. So you're still in rock pose. You're still in rock pose. Your hands are pushing into the navel. 3 fingers below the belly button. Push it in and come down. Keep the pressure up. And this time you're going to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth with a hiss. Put your tongue against your teeth. And continue. Maintain the pressure at the navel point. I'm going to do that for 3 minutes. You're stimulating your navel. So you need to feel pressure there. We're rectifying any energy imbalances in the digestive tract. We're stimulating the glandular system to begin secreting through the posture of the body. And through the mudra and the pressure on the navel, we're stimulating the digestion. This is digestion for energy as well as emotion, not just food. We're also improving concentration. As you exhale, inhaling through the nose, exhaling with a hiss. So tongue is against the teeth. Long and deep breathing. As you exhale, pull mulband so that you increase that pressure on the navel point. Pull anal, genital, and navel muscles as you do that exhale in the hiss. It's a snake breath. And now relax the breathing and just do long, deep breathing. Keep the mudra pressing in at the navel, but relax the breathing. And just do long, deep breathing. Find yourself surfing the waves of discomfort. Just surfing over the top of them. Relax and soften into the breathing so that you give permission for your digestive system to accommodate the pressure. It's an acupressure point right there at the navel. Relax. Use your breathing to relax. And inhale deep. Exhale, come up slowly. We're remaining on the heels. And we're going to do Sakriya. So sitting on the heels, raising your arms up over your head, elbows are straight. Interlace all your fingers, but keep the index finger straight up. Your eyes are closed, rolled up, looking at the third eye. You're going to take that same point at the navel and scoop it in and up and chant Sat and release it on Nam. Sat is S-A-T, it means truth. Sat, Nam, N-A-M or N-A-A-M means identity. So let's begin. Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam. Keep going. A fairly fast pace. Try not to jerk your pelvis, just pull in, scoop the navel point in and up. The pelvis stays completely still. It's only the navel point, the digestive tract essentially, that is being impacted, not the spine. Try to keep your elbows straight. Make a straight line with your body. This is your Satnam. This is your true identity. Infinite without limits, fearless, courageous. Scooping up the energy that we have created and released with the previous exercises. Scooping it up, bringing it upwards, and directing it outwards into the universe, making an imprint on the universe with your Satnam, your truth. Direct that energy upwards and outwards. Find a rhythm you can stick to. If you're menstruating, this is not one you would do very powerfully. You would pull very lightly, but you would still get into the posture. Stretch the armpits, stretch them open. Training the body to stay open, to stay engaged, to stay powerful under great stress, enormous pressure. Last few seconds. Inhale deep, stretch up, hold the body in that posture of absolute strength, straight like an arrow, and direct your Satnam, that energy that is your truth, power, strength, courage, capacity, upwards and outwards. Hold. And exhale and relax. Bring your arms down, come lying down. We're going to do a relaxation. just to let all of that energy become integrated. So cover yourself. We're going to go into an extended meditation on the self after relaxation. So take advantage of this time. Be totally horizontal, relaxed, letting go, surrendering. Notice any tension that you're still holding, how you hold yourself away from the ground. Just let it go.
Syria, in the Sahara. तेरा टन है सच तेरा pescaria adesso तेरा टन है सच तेरा pescaria tanne tanne randassa guru jinna siria tinne savaria tanne tanne randassa guru jinna siria tinne savaria nanik tule hai na tu hai guru amar tu vichariya nanik tule hai na tu hai guru amar tu vichariya guru ditta dhamma sadariya guru ditta dhamma sadariya tanne tanne randassa guru jinna siria tinne savaria tanne tanne randassa guru jinna siria tinne savaria jinna siria tinne savaria jinna siria tinne savaria jinna siria tinne savaria.
Very gently become aware of your breathing and the movement of your body as you breathe. Slowly start rotating your wrists and your ankles. Stretching your arms above your head. Give your body a good stretch. Take a deep breath in and exhale. And then do a cat stretch on either side, giving your spine a good twist, realigning it, bringing your navel point back into your awareness as you stretch to either side. And then further stimulate your navel point by rubbing your hands and your feet together in the air. Pull your knees up into your chest, hug it in tight. Do a few rocks and rolls from side to side and forwards and backwards until you can come sitting up. So come sitting, please, again in rock pose. So you'll sit on your heels. Hands are on your thighs. You're going to begin breath of fire. And for those who are menstruating, long, deep breathing. Your breath of fire is going to be consistent. And then you're going to start flexing your spine. Breath of fire is faster than the flex. So first do the breath of fire, get that rhythm, and then add your spinal flex. So begin working with the spinal energy and the digestive energy. Going to be a little bit of work at first to get the rhythm of the breath of fire established without being thrown off by the spinal flex, but you'll get it soon. And once you get it, just close your eyes and go into the rhythm. They're two separate rhythms, but bring them together and make them one. Keep a nice, even pace. Not too slow and not too fast. But keep that breath of fire pumping. Keep your head still. Your head, your chin remains parallel. The only thing that's moving is the spine and your navel point. The most important thing is that you get into a steady rhythm. And you've got 3 minutes to do that. So just close your eyes and relax into it. Pumping the navel with breath of fire. If you don't know how to do breath of fire properly, then just stick your tongue out and you'll get the action of the navel point pumping. And you can keep your tongue out and flex your spine. It does take a little bit of practice to get breath of fire right. As long as you ensure that you're breathing out when you are pulling your navel point towards the spine. Keep those two rhythms attuned to each other. Long, deep breathing for pregnancy. You can do the spinal flex. But you can't do breath of fire. And inhale deep, hold the breath, pull Mulband, anal, genital, navel muscles, squeeze, and release. And we're immediately going into Sat Kriya. So lifting the arms again up, elbows are straight, interlacing the fingers, index fingers are pointing upwards, and begin. Sat, no, sat, no, sat, no, sat, no. Steady rhythm. Eyes are focused on the third eye. Stay with it. It's an intense kriya that we're doing. Stay with it. Keep your mind on the mantra. Keep that steady rhythm going. Scooping the navel point in and up. Try not to jerk the pelvis. You're only moving the navel point, not the spine, not the hips. Nice, powerful scooping in and up in a J action, like the letter J. In and up. So, now. You can do this posture if you're pregnant or menstruating. You cannot pull the stomach point in and up. You can just do long deep breathing with sit and nam on the inhale, sit on the inhale, nam on the exhale. That last instruction was only for people who are menstruating or pregnant. Stay with the intensity and build the energy. We're bringing that energy, pressurizing the glandular system to secrete and raising that powerful energy to the upper chakras. Inhale deep, hold it, project that energy upwards and outwards. And exhale. Inhale deep again, keep the arms up. Exhale out completely, hold the lungs empty, and pull more butt. And inhale. And exhale, lower the arms down. Change your position into easy pose. Hands on your knees, and we're going to do breath of fire and raising alternate shoulders like this. Nice and strong, rapid pace. Pulling the navel point in, unless you're menstruating. And timing the breath of fire with alternate shoulder shrugs. Every time you breathe out, you pull the navel point in and you lift one shoulder. Then you breathe out and you lift the other shoulder. Remember to pull that navel point. You're using your body and your breath, the sound, the movement, and the rhythm to open up the energy channels in your body and to get the glandular system to secrete so that you change the chemistry in the brain. Once you've changed the chemistry in the brain, you change your relationship with your nervous system. Keep it up. Keep it up. Nice and strong. Remember to engage the navel. And inhale, bring both shoulders up to your ears and hold them and pull root lock, squeeze. Squeeze the shoulders up as high as you can and pull the energy up from the base. And exhale. Stay in that posture. We're going to go into meditation. So sitting still with a straight spine. Close your eyes. Put your hands in Gyan Mudra on your knees. And just focus on the flow of the energy up your spine. Make that your entry point into this meditation. All the work you've done since you started the class has created a flow of energy in the spine. Feel that. Integrate it into your awareness. And as you feel the flow, move upwards, up into the head. Feel how that flow is guiding you upwards, up to the frontal lobes of the brain. And feel the prefrontal, the cortex, frontal lobes of the brain as a light. That light is switched on. And tune into that light as it shines forwards and backwards and all directions. And let that light take you into your past. And just notice where you land as you meditate on your past. What images come up? What sensations? What memories? And let that light bring you into your present. Right now. Why are you here? And let that light take you into your future. Where are you going? Feel yourself as an expression of the divine. Every cell in your body is an expression of the divine. Where is that taking you? And inhale deep and exhale. And come back onto your heels and immediately start breath of fire and flexing your spine, the same as you did a couple of minutes ago. Sitting on the heels in rock pose, breath of fire, establish that rhythm, and then begin flexing your spine. Now that you've got that rhythm, you've practiced it once, try and do it a little faster. Flexing the spine a little faster and getting that breath of fire rhythm very powerful, pumping the navel. First establish the rhythm of breath of fire and then flex the spine. It's the same exercise as we did 3 exercises back. We're just repeating the sequence. Above all, get those rhythms to integrate with each other. The more powerfully you do this, the more powerfully it lights up that meditation at the end. So put everything into it. Put whatever you've got into breaking up the density at the base of the spine and creating the capacity for illumination in the mind. Pump the navel and flex the spine. And inhale deep and hold the breath. Pull root lock. And exhale. Immediately go into Sat Kriya. Raise the arms over the head. Elbows are straight. Fingers are interlaced, but the index fingers point upwards. And begin. Sit. Now. Sit. Now. Find your own rhythm. It's fairly rapid. Get that scooping action, that J action where the navel point is pulled in and upwards towards the heart chakra. It's an extraordinarily powerful kriya to do on its own. You can do it anytime. You can put it anywhere in the middle of a kriya, just to bring the energy back. It's the only one of its kind. You don't have to do it for long to get the impact. Keep it up. Make your body into a channel, like a lightning conductor. Almost there. Last few seconds. And inhale deep. Exhale all the way out. Hold the breath out and pull root lock. And make of your body this powerful channel. and exhale. Inhale. Lower your arms and immediately you go into breath of fire. Alternate shoulder shrug, nice and fast. Hands are on your knees. You're in easy pose. Sorry, change your position to easy pose. And shoulder shrugs. The more powerfully you do this, the more effective the next exercise is going to be, which is the meditation. So nice and fast. Powerful breath of fire if you're not menstruating. Pumping the navel. Last 3 minutes before you can go into the meditation. All the way up. Shoulders all the way up to the ears. Don't shortchange yourself. All the way up. Trying to get through the block of the throat. So use the navel and the action of the shoulders to break up the throat chakra blocks. Often the most intense. It's the narrowest place in the body. A lot of energy can get caught up there. Stay with it. Last few seconds. And inhale deep, raise both shoulders up to your ears, squeeze, pull them up, full root lock. And as you exhale, relax everything and go into that state of meditation. Feel the flow of energy in the spine. Go into a state of stillness. The flow of energy is the signal from your endocrine system, from your glands. Let that flow take you upwards into the frontal lobes. And feel the illumination, the light in your mind. Let that light shine the way forward and backwards and everything in between. Let that light take you into your past. Allow whatever images need to come up from your past. Invite them in. Come into the present. Feel how who you are now is shaped by your past. Feel the connection. All of it. Every single experience. Has shaped who you are now. Stay with the light. Don't go into judgment. Stay with the light. And then let that light take you into your future. What are you here to do? This unique imprint that is you. Let the images come. Feel into the group consciousness. Feel yourself as part of a community. Give that permission. Let that awareness shape your experience in the next few minutes. We're going to use this open space that you've created in your psyche and in your body. We're going to dedicate it to holding the grief and the sadness and the pain and the loss of those who've lost people, friends, family members, children, parents, relatives. We're going to chant a call. Just allow that chant to vibrate your conscious awareness of the group consciousness, and the awareness of your capacity to hold and how much you can hold. Just allow that sacred space in you. Sending your prayers out to be with those who are suffering, both living and not living. Those whose deaths were sudden, not ready to leave. Those who died in pain and suffering, leaving pain and suffering behind. Make space in your body. Feel the group body. Feel the power of the group to hold, to contain, to heal. Let our hearts join and our minds join together. Let this be part of the future. Let this be part of the way in which we hold space. That we hold it together and we hold the others who need us in that space. The children, the elderly, all those who need us. Let's join our hearts. Bring your hands together. We're going to do long time sun in this vast heart space we've created. All those families who are suffering. We dedicate this long time sun to them. Let's inhale to begin. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. We ask the ancestors to step forward and shield those who've crossed over. We understand that those who've crossed over have gone to assist the others who are on their way. We pray for guidance in these times. Sat Nam.